So I'm going to do a quick video as I mind the people who don't give a fuck and as I mind the people who could give a fuck and as I mind, you know, genuine future companionship and friendship. As I mind those things, I'm aware of those things. The people who are like lukewarm, not good, not bad. The people who don't give a fuck, okay, cool. We don't have to affiliate in any way, particularly in the future and after. And the people who have, like, quote unquote perfect relationships, end quote, if that even exists. I mind that shit. I'm aware of that shit. That, that particular niche concept of relationship dynamics in society in today's time, recognizing hopefully resonance comes together through understanding. And the main point of this video is the difference between oneness with God and individual water materialization differentiation. What does that mean? Individual water materialization differentiation. What's when you started as a water soul being and you're different and defined and you're just your individual self. And there's two different paradoxes here. You're not one with everything, you're just yourself. But the paradox is you are one with God, but in a different context. God is like oneness with God. We're working towards that, because you might hear that like in the spiritual circles or whatever, and that's all also like niche based, um EOS that. And so oneness with God, we're working towards that, and we quote unquote standardly went away from that. So the difference between oneness with God is like, that's a different paradox, is like God's already one with everything, and we're connected through to God through like, a certain type of water channel. And that water channel, we're coming from that original cardinal water channel, and that cardinal water channel is splitting off into quote unquote infinity, end quote. And as that's doing that, we have our individual streams of water materialization. And as those individual streams of water materialization, you're compatible, you're similar with your lineages, but you're also individually yourself. You're individually you with your own, spiritual chakras, and your own pretty much like the objects, your own spiritual objects of what you are, so because you could hear like oneness with God, you're one, you're like you're one with everything. That's the paradox. You're not necessarily one with everything, but you are in a certain context. So I went in on an hour last night underground with what I'm talking about right now. I went in on this like for an hour, and like obviously like how that comes together, how you would like to subscribe within all of this new software shit, innovative shit. And that's the thing, that's the peculiar thing about this innovative shit. There's so much fucking innovation, yet there's not necessarily like ease and less difficulty with me receiving social security checks through just basic government software systems. Age of Aquarius, low key, it's actually relating to like, how how politics is having like some type of like affiliation with the people. It's its own process within like how we're defining like coming out of like this Saturn feminine womb, Capricorn Saturn feminine, Aquarius Saturn masculine. So we're coming out of this like cave, and Saturn's in Pisces. The warden is in, something of a 12th house dynamic / third house dynamic, depending on if you're looking at it from the feminine admin cadmin body or the masculine admin cadmin body. And the feminine admin cadmin body is just 1st through 12th house, the basic template. And the masculine admin cadmin body is how all the planets have an expressive external outward expression. And you could look at Aquarius in one context being 1st house and Pisces being the third house and one casual, energy arrangement of that. So I went in on an hour. So if you would like to work with me in the future, may the innovation balance itself respectively, and may, there may be in like an automating system, like something like, Patreon, like in a different balance, because I'm like recognizing like how everything could be upgraded, less corruption within, the government system protocols, less corruption within just general innovation logistics, and general less reduced corruption within the psyche itself, and how the psyche is in like just being casually transformed or lessly transformed, different, energetic rigidities and stubbornness has got the best of the individual, so I think Aquarius season, it's like kind of like finding our place within society, it's seeing how we're coming out of like this earth structure, esoterically, and now we're like identifying, and we're kind of like we're taking action to seeing our personal place within, society, relations, like dynamics. Second house energy kind of shit is like oh, actually, yeah, second house it would be like, the Pisces energy. For some reason earlier I said third house because I thought it was like um first, second, third, Aquarius, something else Pisces, but it's actually Aquarius Pisces. So the third house, in the external masculine sense, would be something of an Aries energy. So we're kind of communicating like we're just seeing like, the raw nature of humans and beings in general, how there could be like forceful natures, forceful natures with these science experiments. I'm going to keep this swift and short. um and then the energy dynamics thereof. Oh, so storage running low. So like made the innovation balance itself, and the Patreon will like organize itself. So like, the real genuine resonance compatibility, people could actually have the intelligence if they want to work with this stream in balance or not. So and I just like to emphasize certain things. Like I went in on an hour last night on particularly like the difference between oneness with God but we're working towards that, and how we're like we have an individual water materialization, differentiation, individualization, and what that means is like you're your own self, more or less either going away from God or going back to God in different like polarity dynamics. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.